Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome if you're new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So as you can see already from the thumbnail, title, and on the screen here, I'm going to be unboxing a Christmas box from Btartbox Nails. I was sent this and I'm so excited to get into it. Just looking at the packaging, it's just so cute. That little red plushie on the top, it reminds me of Rudolph's nose, and this packaging is just so cute. I love that it gives Christmas theme. I do remember receiving one last year as well, but the packaging was different, but the box has the same concept. So let's just go ahead and get into the unboxing. Also, I want to give a huge thank you to Btartbox for sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So this is what it looks like when I open up the box. It has a cute little message that says, "May your holidays be as sparkly as your nails, as warm as your heart, and as stress-free as a fresh manicure. Cheers to you, our favorite kind of glitter." The overall packaging, I love it because it just gives me Christmas vibes. But as far as what comes into it, this is basically how the box is set up. Like I said, I did receive one last year and it has the same concept, just the packaging, color, and stuff was different. So it does have a little compartment underneath it, but I'm gonna start on the top. So this is basically everything that it comes with. It comes with a hand file, it comes with a nail strengthener and growth. So this is like a little oil, and what it does is strengthens and condition your nails. It promotes nail growth. It's made of natural ingredients, and you can apply this to your nails if you want your natural nails to be as strong, or if you don't want them to be long, you can use this and just cut them down. But if you do want a little bit of length, just added strength, this will also work. I am going to take everything out and show you what it looks like so you can get the whole experience. And honestly, I love this little glass bottle. It's so cute, and it just looks like some cuticle oil. The directions are really simple. It says to apply 1 to 2 drops to your nails and your cuticles and just rub that in, massage it, and you will get best results if used twice daily. So keep that in mind if you do want to take that on and see actual results. The next thing I'm going to show you is very similar, but it is a cuticle oil, and this cuticle oil replenishes hydration. It helps strengthen your nails. It's non-greasy, quick absorbent, and is suitable for hands and feet. And the bottle looks the same, but for this one I didn't know if it was supposed to look like that. The ingredients were like separated, so I did go ahead and give that a quick shake, and then this is what it looks like. As far as the nails, in the Christmas box I got last year, I don't think I was able to pick out the nails I wanted. I think it was just like specific nails, but don't quote me, I'm not exactly sure. But for this box I was able to pick out the nails I wanted to be included. So if you go on the website, I'm pretty sure you will be able to. I'll look into it also because I don't want to tell you guys that and it's not really the case, but I will look into it and like add it to my cart and see if I am able to pick out the types of nails I want. And I'll leave it on the screen so that you can know. Okay, so this is 𝓚𝚘𝚘𝚍. I did look into it and I wanted to give you guys a better explanation on how the boxes work. So I did go on the website, and as you can see, for the Creator Box Christmas nail boxes, you can get 3 different ones. There's 3 different options that you can choose from. There's one where you can get specifically with Btartbox and the Long Hair Pretty Nails collaboration. There's one where you can get like I have. I will get into it. And there's also a create your own press-on nail box. So for the one like I have, that is $129, and it comes with 2 sets of nails. So I did get the correct amount. And everything I showed you is included. But for the press-on box, you do get an extra nail set, and it's only $68. The only difference is, instead of getting the full-length Gel X nail strips like I'm going to be showing in today's video, you only get the like smaller boxes of press-on nails, which either option I think is great because the nails are like really great quality, whether you get the press-ons or the Gel X. But you do get more in the cheaper box, so take that as you will. And like I was explaining, you can choose which nails you want. So once you go through all of them, this is just me kind of scrolling through. As you can see, there's so many options, and this is the press-on nail box, so it's not like the longer boxes that I'm going to show, but I'm pretty sure you can choose those like this as well. but you go through all of them, choose the 2 you want, and then you just add it to your cart. And at checkout you can use my discount code, which is key10, and it will save you some money off your order. So yeah, that's how the boxes work. I feel like that's a really cool idea that you can pick out the nails you want. I feel like it definitely getting your money worth, because you could get some nails that you don't even like, or it's not really your style. So I think these boxes are definitely worth it if you want to try it. But yeah, now getting back to the video. But yeah, for this one, I thought it was going to be 3 different types of nail sets, because I did pick out 3 for it, but I only received 2, and I wanted to get something I didn't really have yet. So for the first set of nails, I got the medium almond tortoise design, and I got this one because I don't have any nails like this, and also I'm always getting like French tips and those types of nails, so I wanted to try something different. Moving on to the bottom part of this box, we do have a mini curing light, we have 3 tubes of nail glue, and of course the 3-step essentials, which is the gel glue, step 1 builder gel, and step 2 top coat. And for the nails on this bottom part, I did just pick out some simple purple Frenches because purple is my favorite color. So I just wanted to do something simple. These have a brownish tan base. They do have these on the website with a pink base if that's what you want instead, but I thought these were just so cute, so I got them. Also, what I like about the different sets like this is that they don't only come with one shade of like purple French tip. They come with a regular purple, light purple, like a plum purple, dark purple, just so many shades of purple to choose from. That's one thing I really like about Btartbox. You don't just get one single thing unless that's really what you want. On the website you are able to pick that out, but they give you a lot of variety, so that's always great. I am going to be using the flash curing light, so I'm just unboxing that and getting that set up, plugged in, and that's what it looks like. I did think it was going to be a sensor light, but it's not, unfortunately. So whenever I use it, I do have to make sure I click the button and turn it off when I'm not using it. It does have a 60-second timer, so it does goes off automatically after 60 seconds. And then also for the full hand and full set, I am going to be using another full size light from Btartbox, and I'll have that link down below for you guys. Now this video is going to be a little different because I wanted to try something I seen on TikTok. There was a video of this girl applying nails, and you know how we usually like size out the nails, take them off, then apply them, add on the design top coat. I seen her apply the top coat in her designs while they were still on this little script, and then she applied them, and I thought that was such a genius idea because especially for this case, like I'm gonna be doing both hands and it's not really as easy trying to do my right hand, so I just felt like it would be a lot easier if I was to just do them on here and then apply them. Keep in mind, you can use the gel glue to apply them as regular Gel X nails, and you also can use the nail glue to where you can just apply them like press-ons. So I thought this would be a great idea to try out for this video, and plus all my videos like this are pretty like similar. They're just, you know, apply and go. Just wanted to try something different, so I really hope you guys can enjoy this. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and basically it's like applying the nails in reverse. So yeah, we'll get more into it after I do that. But this little portion you just watched, basically I wanted to try a design like first to see if I actually like it, because I didn't want to just apply the nails as they are and apply top coat. I wanted to make them a little bit more girlier, so I just wanted to try it on the little nail script before I applied that chrome to all of my nails, and I didn't really like it. So first I just did like a little tester, and I applied some rub-on chrome powder. I cured it for about 30 seconds. I applied my chrome powder, and then I went in with the top coat. I did add a little rhinestone, but I didn't like how the rhinestone looked. Originally I did want to use a pearl, but I ran out of my little small pearls, so I was like, what other color would look good with this? So I just ended up going with purple, and I didn't really like the rhinestone there, so I'm not gonna add the rhinestones to this set. I'm just gonna be adding that chrome glaze to it, and I think it turned out so cute and like just so like, I don't know, I just feel like the chrome makes it look so feminine, and I love it so much. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing and applying them in reverse. So I'm gonna be adding the chrome on the little script and then applying them, so you guys will be there for that entire process. But right now I am just prepping my nails, and like I said, I am going to be doing both hands, so I'm just switching back and forth. I push back my cuticles. I'm going in with, I don't know what this bit is called, but I'm pretty sure it's like a cleanup bit or something. So I'm just going in. Whenever I work on my right hand, I do switch the direction to reverse, and that way I am able to work on it with ease and it goes in the right direction. On my natural nails, I'm only working on 1000 RPMs, which is the lowest any nail drill can go. And in my opinion, when working on your natural nails, you don't need it any higher than 1000 RPMs, because if so, you will end up doing damage to your natural nails. You always want to be very, very gentle, or you will start to create like a very sensitive area. And after I use that bit, just lifting up my cuticle, I am going to go in with some cuticle nippers and cut that off, just cutting away any dead skin. On my left hand, it looks normal, but I love when I do both hands like this, because you guys are able to see when I work on my right hand, it's just a little bit more satisfying because I don't really do that hand often. So it's like a lot of cuticle buildup, and like when I remove it, it's just so much more, and it's just so much more fascinating and like satisfying. So yeah, I did leave that in. And I'm just gonna be doing that to all of my nails. Once I finish all of the nail prep, I'm gonna be starting my designs and adding that chrome to all of my nails. Just doing a little bit of cleanup here, removing all of that dust. And this is what my natural nails look like, and this is going to be my prepped surface. I'm not going to be buffing over the surface because I don't want these nails to be like stuck forever. So I'm not going to be doing any nail prep. I'm just going to go in like this because I'm only going to be wearing these for 2 days, and then I'm going to come back to create more content. So just for that purpose, I'm not going to be prepping any more than that. So yeah, my next step is just to basically size out all of my nail tips, and like I said, I'm gonna be applying these in reverse. So instead of sizing out my nail tips and popping them off, I'm just gonna take a marker and just like mark which ones I'm going to be using. So that's the purpose of that. And then once I get all of them picked out, I'm gonna be starting my design. So yeah, like I said, it's just gonna be very, very simple, but I thought this was such a cool idea. Also, let me know your feedback if you think this is a good idea, or if you just would rather apply them to your nails and do everything else on top. Also, I think this helps with keeping your hand out of the nail light going in and out as often, because you don't really put them in until you actually get them on your nails, and even after that you don't really have to, because the top coat will be already applied to it. So that definitely saves a lot of time in the light. The only thing you will really need to is if you add like more charms or like rhinestones, and of course to just make sure that they are fully cured onto it. I think after that, that's really all, unless you add like extra stuff. So personally, I think I like this idea. I think it was really cool to do. And also I am going to be using the gel glue to apply them, so I think that made it a little bit more challenging, but keep in mind you can apply them with regular nail glue, so that's also an easier option. But yeah, I'm just getting that rub on chrome cured over all of the nails. For this one, I think my first nail, like my little trial nail, came out really good. So when I did it this time, I did add the gel to all of them and gave them a cure. But whenever I was adding the chrome, I didn't really like how some of them applied. I felt like some of the nails didn't really cure as well, so it kind of became sticky, and you can see it where it doesn't really look like the chrome is rubbed in all the way. I think it's because like just putting this whole script in the nail light isn't really ideal, so some of them didn't cure on the sides, but I did try my best to just rub those in as nicely as possible. And also I think once I added on the top coat, it did look a lot better, so I was just gonna continue with it because I really love the look of this chrome on top of these. Like I said, it looks so soft and girly, and I love anything like that, so this was definitely my vibe. But yeah, once I rub all the chrome powder in, I just make sure to remove all of that excess, and then I'm just gonna go in with the step 1 builder gel and then step 2 top coat, curing for 30 seconds in between. Also, I meant to mention it earlier, but when I'm curing these, this entire script does not fit into that full size light. So I put my thumb side in, and since they're more on that side, I got that curing. And then for my pinky, since it's all the way at the bottom, I did use the little flash curing light to just cure it simultaneously with it. So that's how I was able to cure it at once without having to flip the entire thing around. But as I went, I felt like I didn't really get an even cure, so for the next few times I'm gonna cure it. I think I only did like a few nails here. I did like my pinky separate, I cured it, and then I did my 2 middle nails, and then the thumb and index, or the middle because it's bigger, but I did end up separating them so I didn't have to cure all of them at once. And throughout it you will see where I'm just adding it, putting that in, adding more, and then putting that in until I'm done with all 5. But yeah, for the most part, this was such an easy process. I actually like that I was able to get the top coat really smooth doing it this way. So yeah, I think I really like this idea, but definitely leave you guys comments down below. I would really love to know what you think about it. Now that we have the top coat and stuff applied, I am going to be doing just a little something extra to these nails, and I'm going to be filing them using that Btartbox nail file from the Christmas gift box. And I'm going to be filing them at an angle, kind of how I did my last ones, just creating that moon shape. And I've been really starting to like my Frenches like this whenever I wear them over the weekend, or you know, when I'm actually wearing these. I think that's such a nice look to them, so I'm going to be filing them at an angle, like backwards kind of. so it removes more of the center of the nail instead of the like outside, like the tip. Once it gets like this, I'm pretty satisfied with it, so I just go ahead and continue doing that to the rest of the nails. And just to define it, I'm gonna use a small mandrel and a sanding band to just further like define it and make it a little bit thinner so it looks better, which you guys will see play out here. For some of the nails, since I am filing these with the top coat applied, I did see a little bit like where the top coat was kind of like chipping, like here on the thumb, which I mean, this was fine with me. It didn't look terrible, but if you do want to avoid that, I guess you can file them like just go easy whenever you're filing them after, because of course they're going to be on the nail stand, so you can't actually file the free edge of the nails until you pop them off. So I would just say just be really careful, try not to do that. But I think the only reason why I had that problem is because I was filing backwards, so it did kind of like make the top coat chip. If you were just filing them like parallel to the free edge area, you definitely would not have that problem. Yeah, that's just what I experienced because of that. But yeah, I went ahead and removed all of that dust, and we are ready to apply them now. But before I apply them, I did want to try this nail growth oil, and I'm just going to be showing you guys how to use it. So like the direction says, you just want to apply a drop right on the nail and cuticle and just rub that in. And it's just like applying cuticle oil, really. Like, it's so simple and really easy. I did spend a little extra minute just like massaging this into my nails because I would really love to see like the process of this. Of course, I won't be using it twice a day because I do have nails on, but if I can try to remember it, like just adding this before each time I do my nails, I would like to see if I could get some progress out of it. But yeah, I'm just taking my time massaging that into it, and it's not as greasy as it looks either. Like, I really like that it's not like greasy. I hate feeling greasy, so I think this was just like the perfect amount of grease. That's so weird to say, but yeah, I liked it. But basically, after I finish rubbing this in and massaging it into my cuticle areas and my nail bed, I'm going to be taking that flash curing light and the gel glue that came in the kit and just applying these nails as normal, adding a little bit into the cuticle part of the nail, and starting at a 45-degree angle at my cuticle area, I'm just going to lay that nail down. And even with the top coat and the chrome and the builder gel applied to them, they are still pretty transparent, so you can see the product like spread to the free edge of the nail. Once it gets towards the free edge and it covers the entire like surface of your nail, you are good to go and put it underneath the nail light, and then you want to give that at least a 10 to 15 second cure, flash cure, and make sure it is nice and applied, and then move on to the next nail. Once I've repeated that over all of my nails and they're all applied, I do put that in a bigger light for 30 to 60 seconds. After I've cured them for 30 seconds, it just didn't really feel complete to me unless I apply another layer of top coat while they're actually on my nails. You don't really have to do this because we did already apply the top coat, but I'm just gonna apply another thin layer of top coat, which is the step 2, and then just give them a cure. It was kind of like a freshen up because it did have like dust and stuff everywhere, and so I just wanted to like feel refreshed basically. And then once I finish, I'm gonna cure that for 30 seconds. And coming straight out of the light, this is what the nails look like, and I think these look so good. Like, I like how they look. I love that chrome effect to them. It was giving me exactly what I wanted. I feel like the amount was perfect. So yeah, I like these, and now I'm just gonna repeat that whole process over again so I can get the nails ready and prep to apply to my left hand. And since I did really like explain everything, I'm just going to be letting this part play out. But I think here was where you can definitely see like the difference. Instead of me adding the top coat to all of the nails and curing and then applying the chrome to all 5 of them, I'm gonna do them separately because I think whenever I like put them all in at once, either the rub on chrome gel doesn't get cured as it should, or it's just I'm waiting too long to apply it. Like, I don't know, sometimes the time like you wait, it does affect how the chrome will apply. So instead of that, I'm just going to be applying them little bit by little bit and just adding them as I go. But essentially that's the only thing I did switch up and do different. But yeah, for the most part I'll just be doing everything the same, just getting that chrome and top coats applied to it, filing them and applying them to my nails. So yeah, I'll let you guys watch this part play out. I think this video was definitely interesting. Again, thank you Btartbox for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want these products, I will have them linked down below for you guys to check out. And I will have the box linked down below where you can customize your own Christmas box, and you can use my discount code, which is key10 at checkout, to save some money off on the Btartbox website. And lastly, before I go, if you are enjoying today's video so far, you can let me know by leaving a like, subscribing if you haven't already, or just leaving a simple comment down below, because anything you do to interact with my channel helps me out a lot. And I just want to say thank you guys in advance. So here I have all of the nails on now, and now it's time to apply the cuticle oil. Again, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be or if it's because it was cold and it was just like separating for that fact, but I did go ahead and give that a shake, and now I'm just applying that cuticle oil to all of my nails. Even though it does look crazy in the bottle, I do like how it applies. I feel like it's not oily. Like I said before earlier in the video, I do not like to feel oily, so it was just like it felt kind of watered down but still giving that same like hydration and like benefits of cuticle oil. I don't really know how to explain it. It was definitely a different experience in a good way. So yeah, once I rub that in, this is how the nails look, and like I said, I love every bit of them. Even though it was so simple, I love the chrome on top. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Btartbox has some chrome effect nails, so you can get them already applied like this, so you don't have to manually do it yourself. Yeah, overall I did love the experience of this video. I think applying them quote unquote in reverse was definitely a great idea, so I'm happy to whoever video I seen. I don't remember the name, but I seen it on TikTok, and it was really fun applying these nails like this. If you haven't tried it already, I think you should definitely try it and see if it's better than applying them to your nails first, because like for me, it's harder trying to do your right hand than your left. That's why I liked it. It was definitely easier and a lot more smoother. I used the nail gel glue to apply them and cure them, but keep in mind whenever you add on like charms and do other designs, you can't just apply them as regular press on nails, so that will make it a lot easier. But yeah, that basically wraps up today's video. I will leave all the products down below, the links, discount code to Btartbox website. Thank you again to Btartbox for sponsoring today's video, and that is the end. So yeah, let me know what you thought about today's set, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.